As part of my segment on large purchases, I've included this presentation on how to purchase a car. Within this presentation is different kinds of methods of purchasing a car, and different strategies on researching the car that's appropriate for your budget.
Part of
and
my series on videos is
as part of my segment on large purchases, you're going to want to have this presentation the money to purchase a car. The reason this presentation is you want to find as much money as possible in a car every month, and it's not being tied to paying for a car.
One of the largest parts of buying a house is understanding if your budget is not
and those people who will take out.
So I really highly recommend that you watch
money on a car. You're going to want to have and then pay it on a monthly basis. The reason being is because you want to have as much money as possible to purchase it every month.
The very first question you want to ask is
another thing you want to be dedicated. Doing your should be
way what you really need to look in the mirror.
Another reason is those people damages will take out anyway the money on the car first, and then if it's stolen on a monthly basis, you end up paying quite substantially more for the car and the price that it's going for versus the general price for that model. Another thing you want to consider is doing your research way more. I have a little bit of a typo here. You want to know this is never buy a used car. Damages and really always buy a used car stolen. And the reason being is with a newer car that can definitely happen. You're going to make sure that the price that it's going for is the general price for that model. I'll go into the car more into detail later in this presentation. Now, I have a little bit of a typo here. Another thing never buy always and I really should say it's not mandatory in your state. I still highly recommend the reason being is with a newer car,
your house is going to be your number one financial priority for the
as
next
soon as you drive it off the lot. You probably heard that before. So, going a little bit into my strategy of purchasing a car completely.
This will be your child for the
always buy a car. It's not mandatory in your state. It's already highly recommended.
You need to understand that
it cuts the need to
will be your
number
number one
price
financial
of car
priority
off the lot.
As long as you're willing to
Can
hold on.
definitely happen as interest
And
accrues.
once
Going
again,
a little bit
this
into
is
my
yes.
increases the desire to further take care of the car. Cash initially psychological is that it lowers your liabilities, adding up a lot of insurance. The fact that you saved already monthly.
Am I ready to donate time, money, and effort as one to the same words in the price of the car off the lot about dedicating and making it your number one priority?
If you get it
You also need to realize that
it increases the desire to further take care of the car.
In addition to the money, and this could be
another thing is you saved up for it, and leave a lot of money and free purchase on that monthly basis. You're paying to the car,
everything associated
to use for investing in other kinds of ventures. In other words, the money getting would go on the incentive and paying when you get it later. The loan kind of takes that.
Once again,
it could be sent towards investment
accounts.
Another thing is, to leave a lot of money free anything on that monthly basis.
Do I make enough
paying for the hard money versus how do I use for investing in other kinds of ventures? In other words, the money that you would normally a little tiny
make
you
the
just
monthly
tool
payment
that
and still
loan out
be
very
able
useful for you. It could be calculating
just purchase a house and realize, oh no,
now what
I
that pretty much means is
this is still a living. So make sure that things will be still able
used to grow your money what you're supposed to sell it for once you're done
while still maintaining these payments
and
avoiding
probably a little tiny number will come out tool that positive very useful,
which means that your safety net is
trying to calculate
we cover other videos
that pretty much means don't be discouraged
you're going to want to be sure that you'll be able to alleviate the damages of risk
once you're done using that car.
And financial emergencies,
hopefully that number will come out to a positive number that depreciates the price or the amount
but also
that
your
price
safety
that car
net
to
for
cost
whatever the
better
insurance is not able to
but
cover.
don't be discouraged if you don't make any money off the end of that sale at the end
Are
of
you
the same
ready to follow the rule of
it's a very common
7%?
experience.
What this means is, are you willing to pay
definitely purchase a car? I made this slide so I could show the difference
down payment in addition to
buying a new car, buying that price, why it's better. The car will drop
of the house.
or tends to drop at the disadvantages again the car many purchases will cost less as
you want at least a quarter of your mortgage paid off. before you drive it off the lot, great way to break value.
In other words, it's no longer
agree with this. So if you do,
go ahead and do whatever you would car, buying a old car, why it's better than
the first video. It's just a suggestion.
So
it's not a
they tend to be more expensive. New car kind of goes cost less than the very first
credit score with
once
in other words,
that means once you drive it off, sometimes price value. In other words, it's what it costs voluntary shipping. As you car or does have all the could even have prices and costs that shipping.
A yes, this is more of a numerical
you then not pay for. It be more expensive
yes,
used car. Kind of goes
continue on.
The very first that goes into and having all sorts of additional costs. Sometimes with that price for could what it costs to branding, recognition, or car paying for
I feel like
could even have the price of your brand shipping. Same goes for cars.
But
may not be better.
It's really important that you are able to make those payments
way more than it really needs to be.
Efficiently,
that goes into
and like
having
I
all
said,
sorts of
while
additional
still
costs.
maintaining some kind of quality of life while you're
It's
doing it.
new could be
Of course,
brand,
you're going to need to make
branding,
sacrifices
recognition
along the way,
actually
but
deteriorate as you
on the
go.
whole,
And once
you're
again,
going
the
to
brand,
be
the whole
able to
assumption that
make
you're
these
going to lose
payments,
value, so it may not be better. The
succumb
brand
to
itself, and a lot of
price.
newer models, way more than what I
It doesn't make sense to buy right now.
a little bit faster.
This will probably be the last
Another thing to take into
where
consideration is
look at old
just
cars
ask yourself,
or used is this the kind of market where it's appropriate?
they tend to maintain
the
deteriorate
house
as
is
you slowly,
weighted,
and once
will
again,
the
that
house
goes
be
under our assumption that
in
you're going to
disrepair
value
because the
kinds
merchants
of
are trying to get
additional
rid of it? Or is the local housing market crashing because
branding, what I've
it's a
landfill,
landfill, opened up, or strip economy not doing so good?
They also tend to look at
older
less
cars.
than
It doesn't make sense, then don't buy.
They tend to maintain and have mostly standard cost value, so that means you're paying just for the car and nothing else. Of additional no fluff price, as I like to call it, or the brand purchase an antique or all sorts of stuff like that. Of course. Strip off a older car, they also tend to cost a lot less than when they were aged, so they might have been able to use better materials. Mostly standard cost they do now. So that means you're paying just for the car and not. So when you're shopping for this used car, you're going to want to first start out just like anything else. You can purchase an antique or start out by researching it while keeping in mind the characteristics. But older car, they're very similar. They could have a higher quality because they're if you haven't seen them to use. Just know you're going to have to research what they do now for your ideal car. So when you're shopping for this used car, you're going to want to first start out, just like in anything else you're going to purchase. Look for something that you can calculate having a high resale while keeping in mind that goes back to the total cost of ownership, similar to purchasing. In other words, something that you know that if you haven't seen that already, upgrade, just keep that as soon as you sell to a better car after research for your ideal car. Once you finish that, you're going to want to negotiate the lowest possible price, keeping in mind you're always allowed to look for something that you can calculate having a high resale value. Dealer back to the trying to sell you the car and they're being very unreasonable, something that you know that your opinion, then upgrade. You always have the right to sell to a better car that costs a lot more and look elsewhere. Once you keep in mind that it is the job of the lowest possible price sell you a car, you are always allowed to walk away. Day where that means if did not have people purchasing a dealer is a day lost. Trying to sell you the car and they're being very unreasonable, or you're going to want to find the one with the lowest recurring cost. Have the right, in other words, the buyer to walk off the miles per gallon. You're going to want something that doesn't constantly break down. Keep in mind that it is the job of the salesman to sell you a car later and knowing whether or not day where they did not have people purchasing a car is a day kind of recurring costs, which end up making it more than you actually purchase. You're going to want to find the one with the lowest recurring costs. In other words, finally, you're going to want to know when you're per gallon, and you're going to want the way you're going to know when you're ready is constantly break down. So you're going to have the amount needed to purchase the later on, knowing whether or not sticker price. That doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to use all of that money to purchase the car, but be ready for it, almost as if you were willing to purchase it at full sticker price. And finally, but then after you want to negotiate it, so then you'll actually have some when you're ready money left over after factors. You can also want to have the ability to purchase insurance along with the insurance choice of buying price. In other words, that doesn't necessarily mean you're going to use all of that money if it fits into your regular monthly budget. Almost as if you were willing to purchase it, working to increase that income, but then afterwards negotiate it. So then you'll actually even have some you're also money left over. Safety net established, as I've mentioned. You can also want to have the ability to purchase insurance along with the second line of defense next to avoiding risk. check to see your ideal car insurance, financial emergency, if it fits into your regular monthly budget. If it doesn't, then to be succumb to that income or find a different kind financial of emergencies, as you can. And then you're also going to want a full safety net every single day you drive out of your drive car. The second line of defense next to avoiding risk. You want that established for anything that your insurance financial emergency would not be able to. Now, a car has a very large ability to succumb to financial emergencies, as you can easily get into an accident every single day you drive it out of your driveway. And so you're going to want that established for anything that your insurance in the future would not be able to cover.